Hey everybody, this is Free Spirited Fumi, and in this video, I'm going to talk about some crystals, three crystals that I use and I feel like anybody should have in their crystal collection. So the first crystal I'm going to talk about is Moldavite, and let me just go get it. Moldavite, this is really small. So Moldavite is actually a part of a meteorite that hit the earth. These crystals, or this crystal in particular, cost me $20. Yes, this small little, I know, this small, like, make it bigger. Yeah, this little piece of the meteor cost me was it 18, $20, basically $20. Why? Because it's very rare. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Most people talk about Moldavite and they're like, oh, you're gonna feel the energy. It's gonna be tingling, or it's gonna be warm, or you're gonna feel a sensation. And they are absolutely correct. I went to the metaphysical shop and there was like a little bowl of crystals in Ziploc bags. And I actually was looking at the different, I'm sitting here like, oh, I like this one, looks nice. But I actually started to feel each crystal. And when I got to this, and this, I didn't like the shape of this particular chunk of Moldavite, but oh, it's beautiful. When I actually touched it, now mind you, it was actually in a little Ziploc bag, it was in plastic, but even through the plastic, I took this little piece and felt I felt a warm sensation. And I don't mean like, oh, it was warm. I mean like a pulsing of the, like when you see meteor rocks like in movies or in cartoons or whatever, you see them glowing, like this little glowing thing. When I felt this, I felt this warming sensation, like kind of like pulsing like a heartbeat. And I was like, okay, this one, it's not the shape that I would like, but and it's small because I just wasn't about to spend that much. I'm just not at that point yet. I'm going to spend that much for any crystal, especially not one with this kind of starting size. But yeah, it was pulsing. So for Moldavite, it actually can be used for the third chakra, not the third chakra, sorry, the third eye, and your crown chakra as well as your heart chakra. I mean, imagine the properties of a stone that's so powerful that most people, just touching it, you automatically feel the energy. Like many people, when you go crystal shopping, they say to feel the stones and pick one that you feel resonates with you. But I can honestly say that of all the crystals I've bought, the first crystal that really like in its own, it's like it's in its own league, it's Moldavite. So yeah, you can definitely use it for that. This right here. And when you cleanse Moldavite, it's best not to cleanse it with sea salt. Actually, just run it under cool water. Moving on to the next crystal I feel like everyone should have in their crystal collection is selenite. Okay, right here. I love this. It's actually pretty big. This is actually a candle holder. It actually has a little hole in here for the candle. I think it's so beautiful that I would never melt a candle in it personally. So I don't. I just keep it. Selenite is an amazing crystal. I use it when I want to open my third eye or to have dreams, like just to have more clear dreams. It's funny, I'll just be laying down and just be sitting over my third eye, and my husband will look at me like I'm crazy, and I'm just like, what? It's just so amazing. It actually is really good, and I know this is really popular right now. If you would like to have dreams or have messages and learn more about your past lives. Very few people have only had one past life, honestly, if you believe in that. Very few people have had one past life. Many of people have had many past lives. So if you want to work with that, selenite is definitely the way to go. Announcement. I will be having a past life training workshop. You can check it out on my website under workshops. I believe you go to spiritual training and you click on workshops, and I'm having one where I'm going to teach you how to work with selenite and basically teach you how to figure out what your past lives are and explore that. I also do past life oracle readings. So if you don't want to do all that, you don't want to, go to a workshop and, you're like, oh, I just want to know. Okay, no problem. So definitely I recommend getting this just for your own purpose, personal purposes, but I also do past life oracle readings. So yeah, basically the third eye, activating the third eye, the subconscious, and even for astral traveling, for those who do astral travel, that's also a good thing to use it with. So my third crystal is right here. So I'm looking down at them all on my laptop. This is just so beautiful. Now it looks like regular opal when you just glance at it, I wish I had a flashlight. I don't know if you can see as I'm turning it. If you look into the opalite, you may or may not be able to see a swirl of like orangish yellow color on the inside. It's not opal, it's actually opalite. This is just, I'm sorry, if you have to, you just have to go, even if you don't buy it, just go and look at it in person, because it's one of those crystals that until you see it in person, you don't know how beautiful it is. I was like a kid in a candy store. So the opalite can be used to balance your crown chakra. And actually, working with angels, I don't know if you do work with angels or you want to connect with your angels. Um, Opalite is amazing for working with angels and getting into higher consciousnesses, and it's just amazing. I just feel I love it. I do. You can tell it's the way I hold it. But it's just, and this camera does not do it well. But yeah, if you want to balance your crown chakra and you want to work on with higher on a higher on a basically vibrate on a higher level, you want to work with opalite and working with angels. You're like, what are you talking about, working with angels or praying to angels? What are you talking about? I just kind of pray. I do have some free information about working with angels, totally free. Feel free to check out my website. It's under Angel Connections. If you go to Spiritual Advising, click on Angel Connections, and it will talk about the different archangels that you can work with. And I recommend, if you're going to work with the angels, to work with opalite, because it's just amazing for that. So these are 3 crystals. I'm going to go through them really quick. Again, moldavite. It's real expensive. $20 for this chunk. Selenite, it doesn't have to come in this form, a candle holder, but I love having bigger chunks of crystals when I buy them. Sorry, I talk fast. And the last one is one of my personal favorites. Oh, see, if you look at my finger, see that kind of reflection? Those colors, it's just, I can't explain. You just have to get one. And I am selling opalite. Feel free to, if you're interested, I need to put up a page for that on my site to sell it. But if you personally email me or go on my site and do the contact, message me, whatever, contact me there, and I am selling some opalite there. Not selling moldavite. It's like, I don't even want to, it's so expensive. But if you need selenite or if you need opalite, feel free to email me on my website, freespiritedfumi.com, if you would like your own piece, because not a lot of people go to metaphysical shops or they are familiar with buying these type of things, but they do know when it comes to crystals, they'd love to get started. So yeah, definitely get some crystals. They can be used for crystal healing. You're like, what? I don't even know what this is, let alone crystal healing. Well, I have free information about crystal healing as well under my services tab. It just has a couple things about crystal healing that you may not have known. So definitely check out that. So yeah, these are just 3 crystals, and you can pretty much start anywhere. When you're starting your crystal collection, don't worry about it. Just go to the store or buy some from me, any of you see in this video, and just look up the properties, and it just depends on where you are. But even meditating, if you have bad dreams, putting it under your pillow, holding it in your hand. Like sometimes when I'm around negative people, I have an obsidian bracelet that whenever I'm going around people that are just really negative, I keep. It's easy because it's a bracelet. People don't even know. They just think it's jewelry, but it's not. You can actually get rose quartz and black obsidian bracelets. So I have like 2 or 3 of those. So definitely just crystal work is amazing, and people are like, oh, it's just rocks and stones. No, this is the earth. Like, it's amazing. Nature is wonderful. Everything is in nature. You don't really have to go outside of nature to heal yourself or just to put yourself in a better state of mind. So that'll be all, and definitely subscribe. So